Hey everybody, Christina here. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes to see who shows up. And Meadow, just so you know, it's gonna be a little noisy. Meadow is currently cutting out some die cuts for me so that I can make the card that I want to make today with positive teas. He is making a comeback. So I'm just going to wait. Tell me, say hey if you're here so I can make sure to say hello to you too. So it looks like there's 2 people watching. Mariah, hello, hello. So happy to see you. Meadow's losing.
What was that?
Meadow's being so rough with the die cut machine that things are popping off. She's being a little bit rough. But she is right. She's almost done. How many you got to go, girl?
3.
You have 3 left? Okay. Yes, it would be much cheaper if you lived here. And we would have loads of fun together, Mariah. For sure. Meadow doesn't know this, but earlier I had emailed Mariah and we were talking about shipping charges over to Spain, and I said, are you sure you don't want to come and live in North Carolina? That would definitely make things a lot nicer. Although I'm sure, I don't know why, but I feel like Spain is probably a very beautiful place to live.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys have pockets just like we do. So,
sorry. This one and then the last one.
So you got that one and one more?
Yep.
Well, we're still waiting for everybody to show up, so that's fine. I'm just putting this lovely piece of paper in front of them so that they can get an idea about the retreat. I know it's not until next year, but it's already, what do we have? We only have like 10 spots left, right, Meadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, only 10 spots left. Hey, Brian. Happy to see you. Very happy to see you. Is that it, girl? You done?
Yep.
Finally?
You'll have to rearrange them because I was just tossing them aside.
Oh gosh, are you serious right now?
Sorry.
Meadow?
I mean, at least it's only up or down, not
You're funny.
this way, that way, and those ways.
That is true.
Like
I just have to make sure that they're all going the same direction, that's all. So, now that Meadow is done. And
sorry, I'll turn that off.
or just turn it down. Meadow's phone's going off. So this is our annual retreat. Just want to put this in your heads. Mariah is already signed up. Just signed up today. So that's what gave us our only 10 spots left. We like to keep it small. That way we can focus more on everybody that attends and have a good time with everyone. So it is July 23rd through the 26th of 2026. Like I said, I know it's a long ways off, but you will want to get registered before we're sold out. When we are sold out, we do have a waiting list in case someone decides they need to cancel. So you can find all this information on our website. It's a lot of fun. So check this out on our website. Meadow's going to throw a link in there for you guys as soon as she gets all logged in. Doing well, you suppose. Why do you suppose, Brian? So I'm going to put this aside. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Put that over there. So this is the September release. We are not doing a pre-order this time. It is just straight out the gate. You can order it. You can actually go on there and order it today. It's all over the front of the website. Meadow's got her wonderful coloring on there of all the stamp sets, so you can see how she's colored them. The only thing we have is these. They'll be here on Tuesday. So, but it usually takes us a couple of days to do the shipping anyways. So these are on the site, ready to go. But this is going to be, this is so cute. I love this one. Kind of sad I can't use it today. But this one is called Yikes and Frights. This is the new, it's a 6x6. It'll come like this one. This is one that we had. We actually ordered these ones over a year ago. We've been hanging on to the movie stamp sets for almost a year now. So we finally decided to release them. But they're the nice, thick 10 mil Mylar that are, I mean, can you hear that? So I put it up to the microphone. Hey, Susie. Yes, Brian, this is actually on the site right now. Oh no. Brian, that's terrible that your friend passed away. I'm so sorry. Loads of hugs. So this is actually, let me put it this way. This is actually the popcorn. It's supposed to look like movie popcorn. It's a popcorn stencil. This is the Yikes and Frights stencil. And then this is called Boo Crew. It's just some cute little ghost. I love it. And this is the way that it will actually, when you go ahead and use it, it's the little ghosts that will show up with your ink, not the brown background. The white part is the part that will come all nice and inked up. I will go ahead and do another video this week when we get these in our hot little hands. I just wish UPS would be a little bit faster. And then this one, we thought it was kind of funny. We've seen a few movies with like the interweb, the internet, calling, the web or whatever, being kind of spooky. So we thought we'd kind of do like a little play because it's more than one web. So we called this one the web.
Mariah says, I love this release. I will have to buy the bundle with a laughy face.
This is definitely a fun release. If you buy the bundle, you do get it. If you buy the full bundle, it's 20% off. If you buy just one of the smaller bundles, it's 10% off. This one is called Positive Tate's Halloween Scare. He did make a comeback. Everybody seems to love Positive Tate. He actually has his own collection on the website now, so that's kind of fun.
Jeff says, afternoon to my two favorite ladies.
Hey, Jeff. Gosh, I need to make time to talk to Jeff a little bit more. I miss Jeff.
Mariah says, these are so cute.
So, Positive Tate, you have one with a little boo sign. You have one who's a little trick-or-treater. We have our one Positive Tate in a mummy costume with a spider. We have one with a little witch costume. We've got Happy Tatooine, Spudrific, and this one is my fault. The manufacturer actually connected these two, but it's not supposed to be connected here. It's totally my fault. But if you separate those, just cut it with your scissors. It's supposed to be to where you can use the word your with Spudrific or Spooktato. I can't.
Spooktato-acular.
Yes, that word. It's a tongue twister for me. I can say cinnamon and aluminum all day long, but give me that word, no.
My scrapbook loft says hello.
Hello, hello, hello. So then we've got You're My Favorite Potato. No matter how haunted things feel, you're one tough potato. And we've got some little bats. I made sure to do like different sizes if you wanted to put them together. Little skeletons and little, of course, we have to have the candy corn. The Halloween crayons, I think you call it, Meadow.
Yeah.
Halloween crayons.
Sorry, I had to think about that for a second.
No, you're fine. So, and then we were going on a full, we wanted a full like movie type thing. And since it was Halloween time, we thought we would do Frankenstein and his bride. So you have Frankenstein and then you have his bride. And since we have rabbits, we had to put a little stuffed, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me focus. Let's see. There we go. You can see we put a little Frankenstein stuffed bunny in her arms. So we had to do that since we have bunnies, which we thought was really fun. Go ahead and focus again. So you've also got two little bolts that you can use for backgrounds or little stitchings. Then we've got, how many sentiments? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentiments. We've got It's Alive. Let's see. A friend like you is better than any lightning bolt. You electrify my Halloween. Let's get stitched. And the last one is you're the bolt to my neck, the spark to my heart. So those are some really fun little sentiments, and we love how these came out. We hope you do too. But this one is called Movie Monsters because it's, you know, one of the old classic movies. Then to go on with the movie theme, we have Movie Time Meadow. She's just in her little theater chair holding a can of soda. So we've got some 3D glasses, a ticket, and a cute little mouse. These are the same style mouse from our Crafty Mice set. And it's got the little popcorn with a little holder and some 3D glasses. And then we have more 3D glasses. So we said movies, munchies, and maximum chill. Best time is real, but it's a play on real, like REEL, time with you. So we thought this would be fun for, you know, birthday invitations, movie night invitations, loads of different things we thought this would be fun for.
Jeff says these are so cute, and Brian says, hi Judy, it's been so long since I last saw you. Well, that must be maybe that's my scrapbook log.
Yep. So, hey Jeff, thank you so much. So then we have, okay, so this one, this is going to age me a little, maybe a few of you as well, but whenever I would go to the movies, especially the drive-ins, that aged me right there. They always had the commercial before and in the middle when they were changing the reels. That just aged me again. But it was the Let's Go to the Lobby commercial with all the dancing little concessions. So that's where this one is called Going to the Lobby. And we actually have the little part of the song here, Let's All Go to the Lobby and Get Ourselves a Treat. And we have the little soda, and he's holding popcorn. And then the popcorn little guy is holding a box of candy. We have some popcorn kernels. We have the hot dog, and he's holding, to me, I thought it would be like some Whoppers or something, but you never know what you feel like making that. And then we have some candy, and we have the pretzel. But it's, and we should have done, I don't know why I put this on here and I didn't make any nachos, but it's your nacho average friend, your snacktacular. And then we go together like soda and a bendy straw, fun, fizzy, and a little extra. So I always thought those were super fun. So those are the 4 stamp sets. Now, if you do the movie bundle, you'll get Movie Time Meadow and you'll get Going to the Lobby. If you do the Halloween bundle, then the Halloween bundle is going to be Movie Monsters and Positive Tate's Halloween Scare. So those are the stamp sets. If you do the full bundle, then you get all of them.
Jeff says, "Let's all go to the
lobby." Yep, exactly. Now that song is gonna be so stuck in my head, and it's stuck in yours already, Jeff. So you're welcome. So one thing about our paper, because I know we get asked this often, and so does our team, where we get these sleeves. If you buy our paper, the sleeve comes with it. So you don't have to worry about where to get the sleeve because you'll already have the sleeve. This paper is probably my favorite. And I made this because it kind of made me think of like the old classic monster movies from Halloween. And I thought that would go really well with Frank and Frankenstein's Bride with the movie monsters. This is called Elegantly Eerie. And you get 12 different designs, and it's 4 each. So they're double-sided. So this is the first side, and then this is the second side. I don't know how well you can see this, but this is kind of distressed, and you can see orange coming through the black. So that's the first one. And then here's the second one. And then we've got some writing on the back side. And then we have the orange and some more writing, some like newspaper type stuff. And then here's some more. This made me think of like old time, like wallpaper in like an old Victorian house or something. And then on the other side, you have like the house, the haunted house on the hill everywhere in purple, which I absolutely loved.
Susie says, "I have that jingle in my head now, Jeff. Thanks. LOL."
Oh, that's awesome. So and then we have some old ship log type paper and some more of the polka dots, but instead it's reversed this time. So it's orange with the black distressed coming through. And then we have the white and the black Harlequin with more paper on the other side, or some more writing scripty type stuff on the other side.
Danny says, "Hello, hello. I've been here, but my mom called, so I had to chat with her. Such fun new goodies."
Awesome.
And Betty says, "Hello, everyone."
Betty? Hey, Danny. And yes, as a mom, I'd say yes, you need to talk to mom. Definitely. So this one is Elegantly Eerie. So our other one, since I'm on a total movie kick, this is our other one, Lights, Camera, Action. And again, if you order the paper, the sleeve will come with it. So this one is just a lot of fun. I'm not much of a fan of gold. I'm more of a silver girl, or a platinum girl.
Jeff says, "Blame Cristena, LOL."
Yes, it is my fault because we have that in the sentiment in the stamp set. So it's my fault. I'll take full responsibility gladly. So this one's Lights, Camera, Action. It just made me think of movies in the movie theater. We've got some different, like, it's just like a ticket. I don't even know what those are called. Does anybody know what those things are called? It's like the little snappy action thing. You've got the movie projector. You've got some headphones, microphone, director's chair, popcorn, some masks, all kinds of different fun things.
Susie says, "I love the movie set. So cute. I'm a silver girl too." Oh, they're called clappers.
Clappers. Okay. Thank you, Susie. So, and then here's the back side. I love, I love this. This just makes me think of, I don't know, just some like old, very old, elegant movies and stuff. I love it. Let's see. So there's the first one. Here's the second one. You've got some like, it's gold with some red glitter everywhere. And then we've got, you know, movie snacks, a clapper. Now that I know what it's called, that's awesome. So, and then some movie tickets. And then we've got the reels, the number at the beginning of the reel, and just some red. Because I know how, I don't know about you guys, but me, it's hard to find paper, just solid paper that matches the pattern paper I'm using. So every once in a while, I will try to put some solid pieces in there for you guys so that we've got some red in there. And we've got some red with gold polka dots. And there's like subtle little stripes. And then this background here is actually behind all of this. That way, if you wanted just this without all of this on the top of it, then you can have it both ways. Because sometimes I like the background of paper and not what's on the top. So I made sure to make you a background only. And then we've got some gold with more movie snacks. And then we've got some of just the gold paper. And then we have gold stripes with some stars. And then more movie snacks with red stripes and glitter.
Danny says, movie popcorn, yum.
I know. It's making me hungry for movie popcorn. Maybe we'll skip dinner tonight and just do movies and movie snacks. Who knows? Be a bad girl. So the last paper is going to be Boo Bash, which I know is our design team member Jay's favorite. But this is Boo Bash. I love this one too. I love paper that has words and stuff on it, so I really wanted to do that. But I took it a little bit further, and I wanted to do like the newspaper. I love newspaper prints. I don't know why, but I love it. I just think it's fun. Makes it look a little vintage in some cases, but I just really wanted that. Now this, when I go to use it, I'm more than likely going to go ahead and use some tea stain or something like that to kind of change the color to make this look vintage. So actually, you know, I might use this tonight, just so you all know. I mean, I had a different plan, but this might be my plan now. So, and then on the back side, we've got some watercolor black with some polka dots. Thank you, Patrice. Or is it Beatrice? I always say it wrong because I feel like they always pronounce it different. So, and then we've got some Boo. It just says Boo, different colors, different fonts. Just had some fun. And then we've got some orange watercolor. And then we've got some fun little stripes. And then we've got, because I love watercolor. I love watercolor, especially Halloween. So we've got some green. Then we've got some cute little ghosties. These are fun, and it all says "we" in the center.
Betty says.
And we've got some purple watercolor with polka dots.
Betty says, I have to have the bundle. This release is adorable.
Thank you.
And Cards Crafty Creations, is that?
That's Tiffany.
Yeah. She says, I love popcorn. It is my favorite food.
Popcorn is. Do you like the smart? I am addicted to. I'm loving the smart popcorn.
I like the smart popcorn kettle
but
corn
I love.
one.
Yeah, but I just love popcorn. Unless it's the poopy, yucky popcorn.
If it's the popcorn Daddy gets, then no. He don't get the good stuff.
So, but movie popcorn has to be my favorite. It's so bad with all the butter, but it's so good when it passes through your lips. So then we have the green, the black, the purple stripes with a stripe of all the polka dots in the middle. I love it. And we have some purple watercolor. And then last but not least, we have all the booze, but just black instead of in different colors if you wanted just the booze. And then we have black watercolor paper. So just very, very fun paper. I love all the paper this time. Well, I love all the paper anytime. Honestly, when I design stuff, I do it because it inspires me and it's something that I would create with. Because why am I going to sell something or create something that I'm not going to make stuff with? I mean, seriously, why? So I'm going to put all this aside. This is all on the website right now. You can order bundles right now. The full bundle is 20% off. The smaller bundles with either movie or Halloween, those are 10% off. What makes smart popcorn? Can it do my taxes? I don't know, but I'm not very smart when I eat it because I end up eating like a lot of it. So I know it's not making me smarter. It's making me addicted. That's what it's doing. So maybe it's smart for them because they're selling more. So tonight I'm going to go ahead because you guys know I love TATE. So I have all my TATEs already out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and color these guys, and I have all the little tiny candy corns and skulls in here and the little bats. But I'm going to keep them in here just so that I don't lose them because you know I will. And then I'm going to make a shaker card and do some fun things with these guys. Meadow's going to have to get out our Halloween shaker mix when I'm done. Not right now, but when I'm done. Meadow, why don't you go ahead and throw that link in there if anybody wants the release. Okay, close your eyes because I'm going to go ahead and focus my camera. I don't want anybody feeling nauseous. So here's our little TATEs. I'm going to be using my E30s for these guys, so 30 through 35. And I'm going to get started on just coloring his little body. So, let's see. I'm going to start with E34. Leave my cap up for you so you can see what color I'm using. And if I leave my tray here, then I'll know where the cap needs to go so that you can see. So I'm going to start with this guy. I already have them colored, cut out so you guys don't have to sit there and suffer through that. I'm just going to make some little lines here. So what is everybody's favorite set for the release this time? And just so you guys know, we will have a Christmas release at the end of October. We have some very cute angels. We have some nutcrackers. We have we also have some one set was Santa. What was the other set, Meadow? We had Nutcracker. Oh, and if you guys have the New Year's Girl, Happy New Year Meadow as a digital stamp, but you wanted her as a physical stamp, she will be coming out as a physical stamp too.
Mariah says, I can't choose one. I love them all.
Thank you. I love them all too. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to I haven't colored any of them yet. Meadow has colored them all. But I can't wait to color the hot dog. He just makes me laugh. And it brings back a lot of childhood dreams. Like, my mom and I used to actually live across the street from a drive-in movie theater. And we could actually see the movie directly from the front window of our house. And the drive-in movie theater guy was friends with my mom. So he just told us, watch it from the house, and here's the radio station to turn into. So we should just sit there and on the couch and watch movies.
Danny says, I think Movie Time Meadow is my favorite.
Movie Time Meadow I love Movie Time Meadow. She is one that we've been hanging on to for the last year. Like trying to say, okay, well, we're going to release this. No, wait, we're going to release it. So finally I was like, you know what? Let's just do like a movie theme and do monster movies. And then, of course, Mr. Tate is so popular. We had to do Tate, of course.
Let's see. Beatrice says, lucky you. Brian says, asking which release is my favorite is like asking me who my favorite niece is. I will never choose one over the other. Danny says, I feel like I shouldn't order again since I just ordered, but oh.
But why say no when it feels so good to say yes, as my husband would say? So now I'm using E31. I'm going to pull out that E33 just a little, because he's going to look more like a light colored russet. Maybe a little new potato. And yes, I do feel very lucky that we got to sit across the street and watch movies. That was a lot of fun, and it brings back a lot of good memories. Because my mom actually had one of those, Lord have mercy, it was one of those big, huge, it was huge. It was as big as the couch was, because it was a big console type thing with the built-in speakers, and then you had the record player, and it was ginormous. So yeah, that brings back a lot of really good memories.
Danny said, especially since it's my B-Day this week, right?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Susie says, they're all adorable sets, but like you said, the movie sets bring back so many memories. I love the movie set. And Jeff said the movie monsters are fun.
Yeah, I kind of want to do, go through a thing and see if I can draw, some of the old movies. Maybe an old... I know we had Vampy Jack, but we retired him. That way we could redo him with me drawing it instead of the artist that we had. So my art style. And so I'm thinking about trying to make him look like the old vintage vampire Dracula. And then I want to make Swamp Thing and, some of the good old ones that are a lot of fun. I don't know why I used to like the Frankenstein was one of the movies that I watched a lot as a kid. I'm not sure if it was something that my mom liked to watch or what, why we watched it so often, but we used to watch that one quite a bit. So I'm not going to pull out the mummy one quite as much, because we still have to do his mummy suit too. So I'm going to use E30. And go back to this one. Oh, I forgot his hands. So no, I'm not going to E30. I forgot his, oh my goodness, I forgot their hands. All except for the witch. I forgot their hands. Good gravy. Here we go. E31. Just gonna put a little bit of color in there. I forgot his feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, he has hands and feet done. He needs hands done. I'm not going directly up to the line because you'll get some of the light around his little arms. And it looks like he only has a little hand right here holding on to the spider. Now I will use E30. And I will finish all this out, and I'm going to go right up to that black line. And just go ahead and finish this up. I will go back in with a little bit darker color for a bit of contrast. Meadow, what are you working on? I can hear your COPICs clicking too.
I'm coloring for the next kit.
You're coloring for the kit.
Yeah, for the online graphics.
So I don't know, some of you know this, probably all of you know this, but Meadow, Meadow's the coloring. If you go to our website, all of the product photos, Meadow colors that. And so she is currently coloring all of the images for the next kit in November, which is so cute. I'm really excited about the kit. I'll just tell you that it has fall vibes, but it's super cute. And we will be announcing our new kit team, our kit crew, on the 20th. Although some of you in here will already know who it is because you're on the team. Isn't that fun? So I'm going to go ahead and finish out his little face. Get his hand. Can't forget the hands again. Here we go. And then did I did. He has feet.
Danny says, I love autumn.
I love pumpkin spice. I love the fall because it's not quite as hot and muggy as summer, but I'm definitely a summer girl. So, but I like spring, summer, and fall.
Just not winter.
Not winter at all. I'm not a fan of winter. Too cold. Okay, so now I'm going to use some E35. I'm going to go over this little bit here that I had that little line.
What? How is that
What?
even possible?
What?
Danny says, I burned myself out on pumpkin spice.
What?
More of a caramel now. Winter is becoming my favorite because I can't stand to be hot. I can always add clothes.
How, what were you doing? Mainlining it?
Susie says, me too, Danny. Autumn is my favorite and Easter.
Oh my gosh. But then again, my birthday is in October. And so I mean, seriously, I absolutely love everything pumpkin. I love pumpkins. I love everything pumpkin. So, I mean, even for like birthday, like instead of having a birthday cake, I want a pumpkin pie. So, I'm crazy for pumpkins. So, I will do pumpkin spice all day, every day. You can stick it in IV and I will take it. Not a problem.
Danny says summer is my least favorite.
Well, I know it's like my husband and my son's least favorite for sure. They don't like it. Um, my husband is actually from Washington State, so he's definitely not a summer guy. I am definitely a sun bunny, and I love the heat. My problem is with the heat where we live now, because we used to live in California out in the desert, and there was no mosquitoes. But I am very, very allergic to mosquitoes. So that's the only thing about summer that I don't like is the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I feel like the bugs and the humidity is the only bad thing.
See, I don't even really mind the humidity because it just makes it hotter. I mean, here, Danny, the kids actually used to actually call me Heat Miser. From the Christmas cartoon, they would call me Heat Miser, and my son and my husband was Snow Miser. If that gives you any clue as to me in the heat. And yes, Susie, we definitely need some Easter potats, and I'm already working on those ones. I was working on some Christmas ones, but I knew I wouldn't get them done in time. So they will be out for next year.
Danny says we were stationed in Washington State for a little bit, one of the hottest summers they had. And she also says, oh yeah, mosquitoes are the death of me and I hate the humidity. I'm in the Midwest, so lots of it.
Yeah, so you have a load of humidity. You've got the mosquito. You've got it all, girl. I cannot do mosquitoes. Oh, yeah.
Mariah says I have a magnet for mosquitoes.
They love me. It's like, oh, look, she's out. And they all come running. Like there's a dinner bell on me somewhere. I'm not sure, but I mean, I get to the point, my allergy for them, my throat will start to close up, my tongue will, I mean, everything is just, yeah, it's not a good thing for me anyway. I'm going to color his mouth in because his mouth is, well, it's going to be dark in his little mouth as he's getting all excited for his little treats. And I'm going to get his little feet back there. This little guy, I'm just going to go ahead and put a line right next to his bandages to make sure it looks like he's in those bandages.
Susie says me too.
Mosquitoes are bad. They're so bad. I saw one on our porch and I went to go inside and he was so big. I mean, he was like the size of a rice kernel. He was so big. It was like he was on steroids. And I swear, he looked at me like, where do you think you're going?
Mariah says these potatoes are so cute.
Thank you. I love potato Tate. Mr. Positive Tate. So there's his skin. I still think you should color one with like he's been peeled. I don't know. I think it would be funny.
Yeah. Or a spicy nugget.
Yeah, or a spicy nugget one. You always want to turn him into a chicken nugget.
He's chicken nugget shaped.
So what does that tell you about potatoes?
They're big chicken nugget.
So let's see. I'm trying to think of what color I should make his little bandages. I think I'm going to do... Danny says, oh, now I just see them as chicken nuggets. Or as nuggets. Especially that one. He definitely looks like a nugget, doesn't he? Isn't that funny? So, let's see. I think I'm going to do his bandages. I'm going to use some E40s. And I'm going to use an E23. Make it kind of dirty. Or E23, E43. Let's see. That's Meadow's fault. Y'all can thank Meadow for that. So I'm going to work on his little bandages first. Get them out of the way because that's going to take a hot minute to do. Meadow, can you hook me up with a light? I feel like it's really, like, I
Getting
can't
dark.
see. Yeah. So I'm going to start with some E43. And don't worry if you're not keeping up with these colors for anybody who hasn't been here. I do list them in the description at the end of the video when we're all done. Oh, that's right in my eyeballs, Meadow.
Sorry. Turn it.
Yeah. We're just going to go like that so that I'm not blinded by the light.
I'll be right back.
So I'm going to go ahead and just get some of the edges here. Get his little bands. And I'm just going to be going in between all the little bandages. And I am going to go like along the line on some, like this one here, I want it to look forward. So next to it, I'm going to go ahead and put just a little line. Unless my hand shakes, then it's going to be a huge line like I just did. So, gotta love shaky hands helping you to create and establish new things.
Polly, come here.
So we're gonna go ahead and just getting all of the lines.
No. Come on.
See, Danny says, have a great night. My daughter just got here, so gotta go see her new tattoos. That sounds fun. Jeff says, oh, I hate it when my hand shakes. Oh, drives me bonkers, but you know, gotta live with it. Mariah's gonna go night-night, so we will see you soon, Mariah. Sleep sweetly.
Good night, everybody.
Let's see, send me an email. I think we will try something. Oh, yes, definitely. And especially when you're doing the line. Oh, God, don't even get me started on the line work, Jeff. But you definitely know my pain with doing line work and your hand getting shaky. That is one nice thing. So, Jeff, I'm going to let you know that is one nice thing that you have to deal with more than me. Because I do my line work in Procreate. So I have the stabilizers and stuff like that that help me keep my lines straight and steady as to where you draw on paper. Unless you've changed things up on me. I mean, there are times when it's like a little bit shaky for me, but for the most part, between Procreate and Adobe Illustrator, by the time it's done, it's looking pretty good. So praise God for Illustrator. Yep, still using paper. Yep, so I feel like I'm cheating. I thought I would never draw digitally or do anything like that digitally because I have to have my paper, which I'm still doing it on paper a little bit. But for the most part, I'm actually just sketching it out in Procreate now. I've gotten so used to it. So I'm going to put a little bit. Oh, now it gets brighter. And I'm blind. The sun came back and I'm blind now. Hey, how's Mr. Bubs doing, Jeff?
Bubs.
Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles.
Need me some Mr. Bubbles pictures. He always makes me smile.
I like his little hands.
Yes, his little hands. So that was E43. I'm going to put some E42 in here now. He's catching some Z's right now. That's what Carmela and
The
Peaches is doing too. Although Peaches was trying to chew on my clothes earlier to get attention. She likes to try to get attention in all the wrong ways. So, oh, that's right. And Susie, you and Mariah have the lemonade stand Tate. So you guys already have an extra Tate that no one else has.
Jeff says
so that's awesome.
Jeff says he won't be awake until around 6 or 7. Yeah, it sounds like pretty much the girls.
That's the girls too. They do the same thing. Around 6 or 7. And then they look at you because they wake up late and it's time to go to bed and they're like, what? Why can't we stay out and play?
Susie says, yay, with a smiley face.
And these are actually, I believe these are, I don't know, what do you think, Meadow? I feel like, so Lemonade Stand Tate was the very first Tate that I did, but I feel like because the lemonade stand was large, that the Tates are a bit smaller. What do you think, Meadow?
Yeah.
But I still like their size.
They're small.
So I'm going to use some E23.
They're like a good size, though. They're not too big, but they're not too small either.
Yeah. So I'm going to use some E23 to put in some shadowing here in some of the different places for the bandages. I'm hoping it'll help make it stand out a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some dots on it for a little bit of texture and to make it, I want it to look a little just a little dirty, not super dirty. But I mean, come on, you never know how old this money is. When was the last time he did laundry? So just putting some dots on there. Here we go. And we'll get, I want to put a line here to get that top headband looking one to stand out. Turn in just a little bit. So Jeff, I have a question. Do you draw better like I draw circles better going like this rather than the other way? How are you like that too, where you can only like do stuff from one angle, or are you good any angle? From your video, your reels and stuff that you do, I feel like you're good from any angle. Guess I should put some dots down here too, otherwise it just looks like he just ate food all over himself. There we go. So now, whoops, I just moved everything. So now I'm going to work on these ones. I'll put him right here so you guys can still see him. So let's see which one. I think I'm going to do the little boo one because I think that would be the quickest one to do out of the 3.
Jeff says I mostly do one way. I go counterclockwise with my circles.
Okay, that's the way I go too. Awesome. So I'm going to go this way. At least I know I'm not alone, that I can only, like, pretty much only draw one way. So sad. but I'm glad I'm not the only one. So that was YG03. And these are small, so I'm not going to use a whole lot of different colors on here. And this is YG11. So you can see it doesn't, there's a little bit, it doesn't take much. And then YG07, I'm just putting in for a little bit of contrast here. And then, do I want orange or do I want purple for that middle O, Meadow?
Purple.
Purple?
Purple.
Okay, so I'm going to use VO5. And I'm going to hope this works out because VO5 and like the lower V's are not my usual ones that I go to. I normally go to the 20s. So let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, that's really mac and cheese. That's juicy. I'll have to watch that for later. And then VO9 for a little bit of a line. There we go. Mr. Boo Banner potato is done. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the witch. I feel like the candy is going to take me a little bit longer, so that's why I'm knocking the easy ones out first. So the witch, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use my V markers, and then for the black, because I don't want to lose the line, I'm going to use my W's. I feel like if I use the C markers, the cool grays, then I'm going to lose my black lines, and I don't want to do that. So I am going to start with VO6, and since that one, I don't use these very much, so these are very juicy. So I'm just going to take both lids off.
Jeff says, which witch you talking about?
Uh-huh. You're funny. So I'm just going to do that first. Then I'm going to go ahead and use some VO4. And I'm going to finish that out. And then I'm going to use a little bit. This one's dirty too. How does this get dirty?
Dirty.
Do you use this one, Meadow?
Nah, Carmela probably uses it. She dirty, baby.
You always blame Carmela, girl.
Cause she dirty.
Always. There we go. So that part is done. And I'm going to go ahead and do her hat. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do her hat first. I'm going to do the broom first because if I do black and I'm using yellows, I don't want to pull the black out into the yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and do the straw part of her broom first. And I'm going to just go ahead and use Y21. And I'm just going to flick it kind of like hair. That way we get it going the direction that we want it to go. Then I'm going to use some Y26. Am I on? There we go. I thought I was down a little bit too low. And then I'll turn it this way because I can only pull. I have a hard time with pushing. There we go, which you can tell I have a hard time with pushing because I've already forgotten to tell you to like and subscribe. And that actually reminded me to do that. So, and then we're going to use some E84. Now, why am I using E84 instead of Y26. So I don't know if anybody else has this issue or if it's just a me thing. Could be just my marker. But I have a hard time with my Y28 getting gunky and gross and disgusting. And normally that will happen if you need to refill your marker or if there's air getting into your marker because your lid is not snapping. It's not getting completely closed. And so I have learned that E84 is really darn close to Y28. So that's why I use the E24 if anybody else needs that tip. So now I will go ahead and do her hat. I'm going to start out with W7. And I'm just going to go under because W7 is already pretty dark. I'm not going to go right directly up to the lines on the side. This is really juicy. So I'm just getting right up next to that headband. And I've made it kind of a floppy hat. So I'm going to go ahead and make it extra flop. Sticking a little wrinkle line in there. And then this one we will go ahead and go around. We'll pull that out a little bit. And then this will just go right along the brim of her hat. And then I'm going to get underneath that band again. Then I'm going to use some W6 and I'm going to pull that out. And I'm going to leave a little bit so that you can have a little bit of light and a little bit of shine on the hat. Pull this out just a little. And I'm going to go ahead and get that brim. And then I'm going to finish it out with W. You know, I feel like I should use 4, but I've got 5 sitting here. So let me try the 5 first. No, I definitely want the 4. So W4, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Here you are. So I'm going to go ahead and use the W4. And I'm going to finish out the hat and pray to God I don't get black everywhere. There we go. And there goes the sun again. Crazy, crazy weather. And I'm going right up to that black line, getting the edges of her hat. And I am going a little bit slower with this. I hope you all don't mind because, well, once you mess it up with black, it's hard to fix. So got some W8. So I'm going to go ahead and get those shadow lines that I did before. Just like I did with his little round body. then I also need to get his little self here. I don't think I want to use 8 though. I think I'll just go ahead and I'll use W5 for his little body. There's not much to him. So I'm just going to fill him in, and then I'll use whoops, there you go, W7 to go around the underside of his body. Now he is definitely done. The witch, she just needs to have her little broomstick done, and I usually use, for wood, I like to use E43. What is your guys' favorite for wood? So I use a combination of the E40s and the E30s sometimes, but mostly I go for the E40. What's your favorite color for wood, Meadow?
A mix of the E30s and the 50s.
So you like the 50s?
Yeah, the 50s.
Don't you use
30s.
50s for your potatoes too?
Yeah, 50s and 30s. I use those for pretty much all the brown. I'll use 20s if I want like a darker brown.
Yeah.
I just feel like the 30s and 50s are very warm, and I like that.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and use...
I like it when you use the 40s though. I think it always turns out really nice.
Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and use W6. I really shouldn't be doing the black first, but if I mess it up, I want to show you guys what it looks like. Isn't that bad? Hey guys, let's hope I mess up so that I can show you what a mess it makes so you don't do it. There we go. And tonight's a good night for that too because I'm shaky. So every time I say that I'm shaky, it makes me think of Shaky in the diner on Scooby-Doo with the coffee.
Shaky Joe.
Shaky Joe. That's what it always makes me think of every single time. Okay, W4 to finish it out because I'm not going to make it super dark, but I wanted to make it into a little cauldron, little candy cauldron. But I left it blank so that way you guys could make it into a cauldron, or you could give it little eyes and a mouth and you guys could make that into like one of those plastic pumpkin candy collectors that we used to have as kids. So let's see, and then I'm going to use some W8. And I'm just going to go around kind of just making shadow, little contrast areas. Whoops. Unless I flip him all the way around in a circle. Okay, and I'm just going to put a little bit of texture on here. There we go. Now I'm just going to color the different bits of candy. No rhyme, no reason. Just going to color the candy. So I'm going to get this one. I'm going with the lighter colors first to color them in. And then I will go ahead and put a little bit of darker contrast on them. So all the ones that are smooth, like the ones that I'm coloring, I'm going to make those ones purple. Then we have some candy corn in there, so I will color that. And we'll call it good. You can always color like all kinds of different colors. But this, I'm just deciding to just go with purple and candy corn. Does anybody like to color? I know there's a lot of stamp sets out there that have like just a pile of animals or snowmen or something like that. And it's just like a load of different ones. Do you guys like to color those? When it's just like a pile of one thing? So that was V9. And I'm going to go back with the V4 and I'm going to pull that out just a little bit, because then that will blend it out into just a little bit darker color. And then it'll actually look like I used 3 colors, not 2 colors. That's the fun part of doing a lighter color with a color that's significantly darker. My tongue is just all twisted. So now it looks like I used 3 colors instead of 2 colors, which is a lot of fun. So now I'm going to use, let's see, I don't think I even pulled an actual yellow for the candy corn. And I don't even know. Netta, where's my yellow at, girl? Did you use it all?
I don't have nothing.
Shh. Whatevs. I know you do, girl.
I don't got nothing. I gave them all back.
So it's orange, yellow, then white, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I want yellow in the middle, which there's not a whole lot of room because they're kind of tiny. And while I'm at it, I have a couple of little candy corns in here. Oops. See, and this is why we keep things in a little tub. There we go. So go ahead and do the yellow on the candy corns. And another reason I made these so small, some of you are like, why did you make them so small? Is because I like to make shaker cards at Halloween. And why these might be a little bit of a headache to color, but if you truly want to do it, these are great if you want to put some sequins in your mix and then use these for extra little bits. I think that would be so fun. Instead of using, like, you could even put them in with Fimu, you know, the little clay bits, little clay slices. But I think it would be fun to throw these, especially, like, that's a great size. This one, that one, and the little bat. Those are fun for shaker cards. Let's see, and then we need, let's see if this one, yeah, we'll use that one. So this is YR15. See, I have a little bit of yellow or orange there, and then that is it. Now I need, let's see, there's 15. Let me get, what's the next color? I guess I'll go with 12. And there is our little candy corns. And I'm going to use a little bit of 16 because I got to put my little texture dots. I'm sorry. I'm addicted. Just the way it is. Has to be done. So I'm going to stick those back in there. And then I'm going to use some some E42 and E41 for these guys just to get them out of the way. There we go. Just kind of going around the outside a little bit. And then I'll finish them out with E40. But I'm not going to finish them out completely. I'm leaving a little bit of white since they are skulls, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. And then this is the last thing I have to color black, is the little bats. So I'm going to start with W6 after I take another drink of water because my mouth is getting dry. Meadow, what are you using the string on?
Oh, I was taking a break from coloring because I wasn't coloring very well. And I was looking at Pinterest, and I saw that, a little, like, stuffy hammock.
Oh, that's cute.
And I'm like, how cute would it be if I made a little one for my dollhouse?
So in other words, Meadow, you had a squirrel moment.
Yep. But yeah, I kept over blending and I didn't like it.
So I'm just putting, so in between there's like little bones on a bat's wings. So I'm just putting those little bones in there a little bit, you know, like the space. I don't know how this is going to turn out since he's so tiny, but you know, hey, gotta give it a go. And then I'm going to try and do the same thing on this one. And then I'll just use like W3 or something to blend it out. And then if I have to put them back in with maybe a darker color, then we'll go that route. Oh, that one did not work, but that's okay.
Bree says, hello everyone, so happy to catch the live.
Hey Bree, haven't seen you in forever. Happy you are here. Are you running errands again? I know you're running errands. So let's see, and then W3. So I'm going to see how that works out on this one. Ooh, it seems to be going okay. Okay. And let's try this one. Let's see if that's going to work. And it did, yes. There we go. Perfect. No errands. Wow, that's a first. You're always, I'm used to you running errands. Definitely missed you, and it has some. What is summer? Where
Did that happen?
Yeah. What is that? I don't know. That's kind of like, is that one of those mysterious things like time that nobody really knows what it is, but you know that it's like kind of there in the background? So I noticed when I was coloring the bats that I didn't color the rest of this wrapper. And I have a little bit of a candy corn right there. And I have a candy corn over here that I missed. So I'm just going to do those ones really fast. There we go. And did I miss anything, Meadow? I think I got...
I think you got everything.
Everything and every one. Let's move that over. There we go. So now let's build our card. Jeff. There's a gap there. My days are running together. I don't think there is a gap there anymore, to be honest. So I have to share something with you guys, and you guys are probably going to be like, what? We already knew this. Why? Where have you been? Because I saw one of our new team members did it, and I fell in love with it. I thought it was such a great idea. Meadow, can I have your glue? My glue is out.
Here, you can have this one because I have two big ones over here.
So, I love using frames like this. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can, wow, that's really, wow. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to zoom out. And I like using frames like this a lot. Hang on to your eyes. I'm going to go ahead and zoom, focus, focus, focus. There we go. Okay, so, but the frames are so small, and then I have to use 1/8 of an inch foam tape whenever I make a shaker card, and honestly, it's quite annoying. I'm just saying, it gets a little much. So she actually went ahead and she cut out like 10 of her dies and then stacked them all on each other instead of using foam. And I just really, really loved that idea. So I'm using some black here. So I'm going to use,
Picture says cute coloring.
I'm just going to use my purple paper that I have sitting here that I'm not using, so that y'all can see. Thank you so much. Hey, Rebecca. So I'm going to go ahead and I have some frames. Meadow cut them out for me. If you listen to the beginning of this video, you will totally hear her cutting them all out. And she was like, I cut them out, but I just kind of threw them together. So you're going to have to figure out which way they go. So that's what I'm going to do, just really fast. And then I'm actually going to have her help me glue these together so that you guys aren't in so much pain having to wait on me to do it. So let's see, these ones are going to go that way and then this way, but I need at least 2 of them. Meadow, can you please glue all of these together?
Oh goodness.
So there's 8 of them there.
Oh.
And they're shedding. So these ones, what I'm going to do, so I had one of our design team members ask me what acetate that I use for my shaker cards. And I have to be completely honest with you, I don't. And if I do, it's not very often if I do that. So what I do use instead, because I don't like all the static cling and it just going everywhere. So I use tulle. So for like, you know, weddings, you can get this on Amazon. This was actually like way, way out here. And I actually gave a lot of it away. And we use a lot of this for our stamp camps and our events if we do shaker cards a lot. But I just got this on Amazon and it was only like $5. It really was not expensive at all. I will make sure that I put a link down in the description when we're all done to this one. I kind of wish I had black right now, but I don't. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. And I'm just going to cut some off here. That way I'm not having to deal with the whole thing of it, and then I will cut it down in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and use some glue, and I'm going to put some glue onto this one. Maybe, maybe not. Here we go. Open that up. And there we go. Now we're working. So I'm just going to put this all over, just real kind of thin, not where my finger goes. Here we go. And now I will put some where my finger was just to make sure. And then I'm going to put this there. Now the glue will go through, but I want to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and, which way does this go? Which way does this go? Yep, it goes that way. So I'm going to go ahead and put some quick glue on here just to make sure everything is secure, because we know what it's like Excuse me. Excuse me. We know what it's like when you shake a card and then sequins and everything go flying absolutely everywhere. So I'm going to line these up.
Bree says great idea.
And sandwich this in. Thank you. I cannot take credit for this. I actually learned this, gosh, probably about 10 years ago from a friend. So I'm going to go ahead and sandwich that on, and you can see it is just sandwiched into that now.
I'm almost done with these ones.
There we go. And Meadow's almost done with the ones that I had her do. And I'm going to go ahead and cut around this. And just trim all of this off. Oh, thank you so much, Beatrice. And Jeff, now that I realize what you were writing, that took me a minute.
What is it?
Gesundheit.
Oh.
Okay, so there's that. And now it just has a nice screen and it's nice and tight. And it's small enough to where sequins and even like the little teeny tiny like beads that can be in sequin and shaker mixes, they will not go through the twill. So, or tool, I'm not sure, I always say it wrong. But that way you don't have the static cling. Everything doesn't stick everywhere. It's really, really nice. And then, is that the last one, Meadow?
Yep.
Okay, so.
This is so thick. It's like thicker than chipboard.
Nice. You could even take chipboard if you wanted to do chipboard, but
yeah.
this will be nice because this is the die cut. So you guys can, thank goodness that dries clear. But you can see this is pretty darn thick, just like you would be using for my brain just went blank. Just like if you were using foam. So Meadow, can you grab me some of the Halloween sequins, please?
Yep.
So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on here.
I think we have some up here.
Or actually, you know what? I'm going to wait. I just had an idea. Yes, Spooky Tate. So I'm going to put these ones, the frame, there's just little black little things all over the place.
They're going to be everywhere.
Oh, and they most definitely are. Can you possibly cut me a black card base, please, Meadow? That's one thing that I forgot to cut out.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to go ahead. I want to use...
How big do you want it?
Just a regular A2. So I wanted to use this paper. And I need, you know what, I'm not going to do this on this purple paper because I don't want to wreck it. So I'm going to grab me some scratch paper.
Wait, you said black, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to grab some distress ink really fast. So I can distress, and a brush so I can distress this and make it look a little vintage. Let's see, what color? You know what? I think I'm just going to use the gathered twigs. Meadow, do we already have a brush for this?
I got you one.
Did? Oh, you did. Look at you. She did. I didn't even see it. Hey, Jay, how are ya? So this is gathered twigs. And I'm just going to rubba. And this is another reason I did it
That's going to be nice.
With white and had it printed this way so that, because you can even do this with green, purple. You can put any color on here at all. And oh my gosh, this is from our new printer that we have. And so if anybody ever colors instead of using Neenah cardstock, if you guys use accent cardstock for coloring with your COPICs. Rewind. This paper is actually printed on accent cardstock. So this is COPIC friendly paper. Just so y'all know, it's not just something that's going to seep through. And yeah, it's COPIC friendly. You could actually just color this with your COPICs. And I might just go ahead and show you guys as soon as I have this one done. So this part turned out a little dark, but that's okay. There we go. So I'm not going to use this bottom bit here, but you can see this is going on really nice. I mean, it is making a little bit of noise when it goes over the black, of course, but, and then just to blend it out. So I love that this is all printed, and this is by a local print shop. And they do it on the accent paper for me, which is so awesome. Yes, Jay, you can color with Copics, markers, any alcohol marker, any marker at all, and you can actually just color the paper. That is the nice thing. So this is actually Copic friendly paper. Isn't that awesome? So I'm going to go ahead and grab my paper cutter so I can cut this down to size. Let's see. Grab this. And I want to see how big this is. So this is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. So I want it to go this way first. So I want this at 5. And then I want this at 3 3/4. There we go. Set that aside. Put that there. And then I'm going to glue this on top of here. So I'm just going to put some glue in here. This is going to be so awesome. I'm really excited about this. Whoops. Apparently my hand just wants to go everywhere and cover everything, including the inside. There we go. Just going to stand that up. That way I know that it's on there straight and even. Get that on there. And you can see the newspaper behind. I love it. So these are just some old sequins that we had a long time ago. I'm just going to put some in here.
That looks so nice.
Thanks, Ditto. I don't want too many, but I want enough because I like them. I like them a lot. And then I'm going to glue this right on top. How many people have issues that when you make a shaker, you have to get stuff right on top, or you're trying to like flip it over or whatever? Those days are now gone. Look at this. This is awesome. I love it. Now I can just glue all of this on. And I don't have to deal with the foam and all that craziness. I mean, do you use a little bit more paper? Yeah, you do. Is it worth your sanity? Yeah, most definitely it is. So, and I'm holding it on the wrong side. That's okay. Here we go. Close those in. I don't have any shakers trying to escape because of static cling or anything of that like that because of the tool. Here we go. And look at this. All nice and sealed in, not going to come apart. No static cling. No sticking to the sides because of all of this foam. This is awesome, people. This is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. I'm not going to do like a whole bunch of 3D foam or anything like that because let's face it, it's already thick enough. So I'm going to go ahead and I want that a little bit crooked. I just want it to come back from behind. And then I'm going to go ahead, let's see, how do I want to put, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my little bits in here from the stamp set. Oh, well, that's okay. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Beatrice.
You know, I look up and there's no comments. The second I look down, there's comments.
They're waiting. They're just waiting. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to stick these guys on there. I don't know. Do I want... Yes, I do. I do. I really, really do.
Give it.
Let's see. These need to move out of the way so I can have more space for paper. I need some paper. Let's see. Remember I spoke about not having, let's see which one. Where is it? Do I want this one? Whoops, I just threw everybody everywhere.
Jeff says, yes, you do want, LOL.
Yes, I do. I do. Let's see. Do I want this one? I like it, but would I rather have... I feel like I'm playing cards, you guys. Like, here, pick a card. Which card do you want? Or do we want... Oh, what do you think, Meadow? What do you guys think? Do we want the all purple or the watercolor, or do we want... So here's the purple watercolor. Or do we want the stripes? What do we want?
I say the stripes.
You're saying the stripes?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's put these guys back on here. So stripes or watercolor. What do you think, Meadow? Look at them together. Purple water. Yep, I'm all about the purple watercolor too, but I couldn't make up my mind.
Yeah, it's a little less busy with the watercolor.
Okay, so watercolor it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put these away before So I am a klutz, like a big time klutz. And if these are open, I can guarantee you by the time we're done, they're going to be everywhere. Here, Meadow, you can even just take them. No, don't take them all the way away because I still want them for the top of my card. But, okay, so let's go ahead and cut this down. I'm going to take this down to, let's see how big this one is. This is not quite, yep, it's 5 1/4. So I'm going to do this one at 5 3/8. So that means this is going to be 4 1/8. I almost forgot. Look at this, beautiful. I wonder if I can still work this in on a card. On this card, let me see. Don't know how, but I bought, and it's getting crazy in here again. So let me turn on the light. Meadow, can you go ahead and close that window? Yeah, I went ahead and I bought just for Halloween this gorgeous ribbon. I love this ribbon. This is, if you were at our retreat, the ribbon that is on your mug, this is the same ribbon.
There we go.
Only in black. And it's just, it's a cotton ribbon, but it's kind of frayed at the sides, and I love the size of this ribbon. I think it's super, I just love it. I think it's pretty. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do a double ribbon or a double bow. Let's see. Cut. Oops. I can tie a bow with one hand, but I cannot cut the ribbon. How bad is that? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And through.
Bree gave little heart emojis. Rebecca says, please don't gasp while holding a paper trimmer.
Sorry. So let's see here. Get this all shaped up.
Mama likes big bows and she cannot lie.
No, I do love my bows. I love big, thick ribbon. Let me cut this down though a little bit. These little ends here. There we go. And here's a nice, big, crazy, crazy bow, because I like big bows. Put that ribbon back in there. And I will find a way to use it because I love it. I'm going to go ahead and fold my card base that Meadow cut for me. Where's the bone folder? Here it is. Okay, and we will go ahead and put this on here. And Meadow, how long did you make this?
I think it's 11.
It's a little shorter than 11, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm just going to cut it down just a smidge.
Jeff says, oh, that is just perfect. That bow complements the shaker frame so well.
Thank you, Jeff. There we go. That's a little better. So let's put this on here. That will go a little sideways. I'm going to need the hot glue gun. Can you get that charged up for me, please, Meadow?
The little baby.
Yep, the babies. So I'll glue this on.
Here's the baby.
So we'll put that on, and then we're going to put this piece on. And I'm going to move this up just a little bit from the end, just so that I can make room for my bow. I usually hand deliver my cards. If I mail a card, I put it in a clear envelope. I don't put it in a regular envelope. I put it in a clear one, just so that they have to hand process my cards at the post office, because I don't want it going through those machines and getting wrecked. So I don't mind if my cards go off a little bit. It's fine, because they're usually okay. So 2 of these I'm going to go ahead and just glue on. So let's see, we're going to put him. Yep, we'll put them just like that. But him I'm going to pop up. So him I will go ahead and glue down. That way it looks like they're standing behind him a little bit. This feels a little weird that this is the only 3D foam that I'm using on this card. Most of you who know me know that I'm usually using 3D foam as if I'm like on a mission to run the world out of 3D foam. And then here is this guy. And the 3D foam, for those of you who are wondering, it will stick to the tool as well. So you don't have to worry about, see, you don't have to worry about them coming off. They'll still, it still stays on. Not a problem. So my little glue gun, I love this little glue gun.
It's just a baby.
So, come on. Maybe, are you having issues today? You were just spitting glue out at me. Okay. Let me get a little bit more on there. There, that's all we need. And we'll go ahead and stick the bow on. This is definitely hand delivery here. There we go. And then let's see. I really wanted to use these pieces. What do you think, Meadow?
Sorry, it's a little slow. Oh, I think that would be cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and put another one. A little bit. And then I will go ahead and use the little bats. And then we need a sentiment. What sentiment should we use, Meadow?
Can I see the stamp set, please?
There you go.
Let's see here.
I'm just going to put this one right there for an extra little piece of candy corn. And then we just need our sentiment.
I'm thinking that one might be a little big.
So while Meadow is figuring out the sentiment,
I think you're my favorite potato.
that one?
What? I was gonna say like the biggest one, but I don't know if there would be.
No, there's no room for that. So yeah. Should we actually punch these out and do like a circle?
Sure.
Or should I just, oh, I'll just stamp it and then we can put it like right like that. That's what we'll do.
Bree says, yes, that skeleton head is perfect for the bow, and Beatrice says, nice.
Thank you. So, see, I need a piece of, do we have a piece of cardstock right now? White cardstock? You have some? So we usually have scraps laying around everywhere for that. I'm just going to use some VersaFine Clair for the sentiment. I like how nice and dark the VersaFine Clair gets. Although that's a little too dark. I think I put too much ink on. And then, there we go. It's just going to be thick. It's just going to be fun and thick. Okay. Just a juicy, juicy pad. And then I'm just going to cut this out. And, oh, you know what I could do? Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm going to do that. See, I love crafting with you guys live because then as I'm crafting live, I always come up with ideas. Even if I'm not crafting live, I'm like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to do that. But when I'm live, you guys actually get to see that I'm all over the place and I do that when I'm crafting. So I'm just going to cut these off. Because we used the newsprint behind it, right? So why not cut these out like a newsprint random card, like ransom card? Here we go. And then we can go ahead and just glue those on. Oh, I love that too, Bree. I love that. I love that I get to talk with you guys. So I'm going to put, okay, so this is definitely having a time here. I'm going to put You're My, there we go. You're My, and then we'll put Favorites. Whoops. Favorite. Potato. There, that makes it fun. And then it can shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake. Nice and fun. Love it.
That turned out so cute.
It did. And my chamois is not wet. No, definitely not wet. So, Meadow, can you please clean that for me?
Yep, and Rebecca says, love it, but I bet an eye would be cute on the bow too.
Oh yeah, definitely. If we had an eye for in the stamp set.
Jeff says, looks amazing, great job, so cute. This is like hard as a potato chip.
It's because you got to get it wet. Thank you, everybody. So I'm going to go over, I'm going to show you guys the new release again, because I honestly can't get enough of the new release. So let's get rid of this dirty paper. Dirty, dirty paper. There we go. But I love how this turned out. I'm really excited about this one. So, you guys already saw the paper that we used for our card, and that is the Boo Bash paper. So we have polka dots, we have lots and lots of different watercolor, we have dark purple with some polka dots, lighter purple, and some black. And then we have the Boo. It just says Boo everywhere in different fonts in black. And we have the purple stripes with the green and the black, or green, black, and purple stripes with dots. And that's on the back side of the purple that I just used. And then we have little ghosts. And like Jay said, because I mentioned that this is COPIC friendly paper, this is printed on, what is it, accent
opaque white.
Opaque white. So basically, accent opaque white is the exact same paper as Neenah, but it's not as expensive. With Neenah, you're paying for the name. So this is definitely COPIC friendly paper, and I love it. So let's see. And then we've got the stripes, which you have the green on that side. And then you have the same booze, but I went ahead and put them as black, purple, orange, and green. And then you have the newsprint paper that I used for the card, and we just used, what was that, gathered? Yep, we used gathered twigs to go ahead and make it a little bit, and is it antique-ish, vintage? Here we go. So, and if you're wondering where I got the sleeve, you don't have to worry about that, because if you order the paper, sleeves comes with our paper. So when you open your paper packs, it will be in the paper pack with your paper. So there's that one. And then we have the Lights, Camera, Action paper. And this is all about the movies. So we have Stars and Stripes, we have refreshments, movie snacks, we have red stripes with gold polka dots. And the polka dots are kind of, you can't really see them, but they are hand drawn. And then we have the number reel. We have gold with red glitter. And then we have some more movie stuff like tickets, a TV, a VH tape, microphones, soda, masks, reels, all kinds of things. Whoops, the other side is just some really pretty floral kind of gold and red. More movie snacks, but this time you have like a gold little background, which is that background there, this right here. And I just removed this part. And you've got some solid red. You've got some solid yellowish gold. And you have more movie snacks.
Susie says, thank you for the paper pockets that come with the paper.
You are very welcome. It is what I would want, so we try to pass that on. And then we also, let's see, that was Boo Bash. And then my favorite, which I thought I was going to use with this card, but I got hooked on the Boo Bash, which was a lot of fun, was the Elegantly Eerie. And you've got the Harlequin. And you've got some, like, just, I don't know, this looks kind of like shipwreckers or something like that to me. And I wanted this to go, I kind of thought this would go good with kind of vintage and distressed. That would kind of go with the Movie Monsters stamp set. So that's why, that's what this was inspired by, was that Movie Monsters set. We have more stripes. And then this is distressed. It's black, but you can see that there's kind of orange coming through it. You guys probably can't see it, but it's definitely there. It just looks like orange distress. And then this side is more of like the newsprints and the scripty stuff that makes me think of Frankenstein and his bride, and more of the prints. This is like the house, the spooky house up on the hill.
Beatrice says, love Halloween paper pack. Bree says both Halloween paper packs are great.
Thank you. And then this one is like the opposite of the black polka dots, the distressed black. Only this one is orange, and you can see black coming through the other side. And then we have more scripty kind of stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and put that back in there. Meadow, you want to go ahead and put that link in there for everybody? Yeah. This is currently on the website, ready to come home with you. So here are the stamp sets. We have Movie Time Meadow, and she's in her little movie chair with some 3D glasses. And the little mouse, he's got some 3D glasses and a little thing of popcorn. And then we have a ticket, and this says Movies, Munchies, and Maximum Chill. The best time is Real Time with You, and real is spelled R-E-E-L. So a little play with words. You guys know how I like to be punny. And then we've got Movie Monsters. We have Frank. We have his bride with a little Frankenstein bunny, since we have bunnies. We have some stitches, some bolts. This one says It's Alive. A friend, let's see, a friend like you is better than any lightning bolt. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a glare. I'm sure you guys are too, so I'm trying to read it through the glare.
Oh, did the sun move again?
Yeah.
I'll get it.
And then we've got You Electrify My Halloween. Let's Get Stitched. Oh, that's so much better, Meadow. Thank you. Although it's a little bit dark in here now. So you're the bolt to my neck and the spark to my heart. Nope, that's worse. There's a bigger glare. That's worse. Much worse. We probably just have to open the window again. Gotta love it when the sun's going down and moving all over the place, right? So this one is Going to the Lobby. And like I said earlier, if you guys weren't, but some of you weren't here, this reminds me of childhood memories and the movie commercials when they were changing the reels. Everybody would go to the lobby, and you'd have the little dancing concession items saying, let's all go to the lobby. There you go, Susie. But it actually, the sentiment here is let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat. We have the soda pop holding popcorn. We have the popcorn holding candy, popcorn kernels, a hot dog holding what I want to color as Whoppers, but I left it blank so everybody could color, you know, if they like Skittles or whatever they like. A piece of candy, and then the little pretzel. This one says, your nacho average friend, your snacktacular. And we go together like soda and a bendy straw. Fun, fizzy, and a little extra.
Beatrice says Frankie and his bride.
Yeah, I love Frankie and his bride. The little movie monsters. I love them. Meadow, do you have yours that you colored out, or are they away?
You know what? I don't think I ever took them out of the scanner.
Oh, you didn't even take them out of the scanner?
I don't think so.
Bree, you remember that movie jingle too? That's awesome. I love that. So, and then we have, you know, our little positive Tate. He has all the images that we just got done coloring, but his sentiments are your spook. Say it, Meadow.
Spooktato-acular.
Spooktato-acular. It's a tongue twister for me, but I love it. And then we have Spudrific, so that you can put your with Spudrific or Spooktacular. Now, I made a mistake in the manufacturing process. When they came back to me, I didn't notice that they had connected. There's like a big space right here. And if you guys want to, you can just use your scissors. There's more than enough space. You won't ruin the stamp. But you can just cut that right there and then use your with the Spudrific or the
Spooktato-acular.
Spooktato-acular. Okay, somebody say aluminum 15 times fast. Go. Happy Tatooine. No matter how haunted things feel, you're one tough potato. And like I said, this is positive Tate, so we always try to make sure that this is like a positive, encouraging, uplifting stamp set that we will always have. He seems to be very popular. I've already got some done for Christmas for next year, and I've got some Easter ones that I'm working on, so he will be making appearances several times. And then the sentiment that we used is, "You're my favorite potato." So, and then we have the stencils. Now these stencils will be here in, I think it's Tuesday. I just don't have them here because of the holiday on Monday. That's why they're going to be here on Tuesday. So if you buy it, we can't mail anything until Tuesday anyway. So these are on the site ready to go. This one is the web. So I love this one. This one, it's the little ghosties that will actually, when you go ahead and kind of like how these are cut out, the popcorn is cut out, it's the ghosts that are cut out. So you'll be blending ghosts onto your card, or you could dry emboss them too. And then same with this one. This one's Yikes and Frights. So it's the words that will show up when you go ahead and use your blending tool or just put them onto a card. And then you have popcorn that will go with your movie stuff. So let's see. Oh, I just died, Meadow. So here is Meadow's coloring. Yep, I'm dead. This one. The light died. Meadow's gonna change me out. So this is Meadow's coloring of Positive Tate. And then here is her Let's Go to the Lobby. I honestly cannot wait to color the hot dog. I don't know why, but it cracks me up. I love the hot dog. Here is Meadow's movie time of herself. No. But here's movie time Meadow. And I think it's a little bit easier to see everything too if you guys see it colored. So there's the movie time. And then here is her movie monsters that she did. I think they look fantastic. So if you guys buy the full bundle, for the full release, it's 20% off. If you guys buy just the movie bundle or just the Halloween bundle, then it's 10% off. They are on the website for you right now. You can order them now. You can order them singly or as a bundle, however you desire. So I'm going to set those aside. One last word. We only have 10 seats left. That is it for our 2026. I know it's 2026. It's a year away. That seems like an awful long ways away, especially since it was just last month. But you can pay a deposit. You don't have to pay the whole thing right now. There will be a wait list if it sells out. We like to keep it small. It's more about the fun and the crafting and the getting together than it is about the money, because most of the money gets spent on you guys anyways. But Meadow, can you go ahead and put the
link for that?
Yeah, put the link in for the retreat.
Hang on, I gotta grab it.
It is a virtual retreat, so you can be comfortable in your own little space. There will be kit. You can get a kit. You can get just the stamps. The stamps are exclusive for at least 6 months to a year, just like our kits are.
Should I just put the link to that page?
Yeah,
so they can
just
see
to
the different ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Susie has joined us before, so she can tell you whether it's good or it's bad. She's already signed up for next year, so I think that kind of tells you something. So get signed up. The page that Meadow, the link that Meadow just put up will tell you all about the retreat and everything that is there. So hopefully we'll see you next year. Love it. I love how it came out. I am definitely going to, while it does use more cardstock, I really like this idea. I will be doing this more. So, and I can thank our newest design team member, Sandy, for that idea. So make sure you check out our new design team members. They'll be starting on the November Crafty Crew Kit. You'll start seeing their stuff in October, or you can see them on the 20th when we announce them. We're going to be showing you, giving you links to all of their social media so you can follow them too. So what did Susie say?
Susie says, yes, it's so worth it. This is our tribe that we get to play with.
Oh, I love that, Susie, our tribe. I love that. I love that. And I can't wait for next year. I've already been drawing stamp sets for it already. Thank you, Irene. I appreciate that. So I'm going to let you guys go. It's almost 6:15 for me. So I need to make some dinner. And I will see you guys. We're going to be probably coming live during the week. We will definitely have some videos for you if we don't decide to come on live, depending on how our week goes. And but we'll definitely have some videos for you either way. And we will see you later. Thank you, everybody, for coming and joining us. And have a good night. Have fun crafting if your day still is young enough to do that. See you all later. Bye.
Bye, everyone.